Hey everyone, it's Clown Babies 2021 here. Just on my steampunk world. So I thought I would do something a little bit different. I've kind of put in the road lines, which I don't really like. I might probably expand out the sidewalk just a little bit, since I'm not gonna have any actual cars go on the road. And I built some, it's coming along pretty well. I think as soon as all this is built out, then I'll probably will expand my world, which will be in this direction where the train is, and that'll be land over there. So let's get to the task at hand. Sometimes I do hate people introducing the videos here. So here's 3 builds we've got going on. Sidewalks are in, so this will be sort of a dead end this way. Come over here, this will be a dead end this way. An off street to get back to the street would be here. So nice little brink of the shortcut. So let's get started. So here, virtually all these builds is they can be even or not. This is why I like these builds, because there's not really any sort of boundaries or anything like that. Like for instance, this thing, it's symmetrical to a point. If you look over here, this is a little bit expanded out just to give it some depth. Over here, same thing, there's something in front. So similar to this one, like right here. So this one is symmetrical. This one has got a little curve in it, and this one is going to be a pretty much useless building, at least on the bottom. But you won't know that because I've built stuff onto it. But let's get started right here. So this one particularly is a spruce wood. Obviously, it's got some things going on. Now, because this is more of the industrial area, like the workman's class area, I've been trying to stay away from stone or any really bright colors. That's too fancy. Like this one would, that one would be okay. This one's, that's too bright. So I've used a bunch of these. I'm trying to see if there's something else. I usually like using stuff with a little bit of depth or color to it, like the pattern. Nah. Just too extra. I could use the. What about this? Yeah, that looks good. Let's do that. Well, this is the mushroom. Now, obviously, over here I've used different things. There's some glass over there. There's some carpet over there, but this one matches the color scheme well. So just so you know, I think it's 7 tall. Remember, it doesn't need to be exact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is halfway with this house, these half slabs. So let's get started. So you're gonna put this behind here. So right away you start adding a bit of depth to the front part. And I do apologize for the lack of editing on here. I used to edit my videos somewhat, but for the amount of work it takes, sometimes it's a little bit not worth it. And also, plus my computer is pretty much on its last life. The thing won't even run without the wall charger being plugged into it, and it runs super hot. I suppose I could do it at work, but And this is a little bit higher than the other one from... Actually, no, they're the same one. So there's the first layer. You know, that looks okay. Not too much of a crazy pattern. It just looks like nice brown stuff. So here's the thing. So I have to kind of, since there's three right next to each other, how they're going to be pointing out. So I'll probably be doing one over here, and then the other one somewhere else.
Is your clown friend has motion blocks?
No.
Huh?
No. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. You don't want these to get in the way of the other ones here, which that'll be fine right there. Since I'm crossing over. Oh, that one's so much higher, so let's do this. Just so there's a bit of a gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So make these 5 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So with this here, so you just basically cross over, and I've had my build a couple of different ways. Or you figure out what looks good. So for example, for this particular build, the bottom part is a bunch of stone, and then the up part is carpet. These two follow suit pretty much to that theme pattern. Same with this one and this one. However, on these two and then this one following, it's got stone. Well, actually this one follows it too, actually. But this is one that's really different. That's weird. Oh, and this one's different. So you follow through with it. So, but I am going to use cobblestone slabs and stairs for this next part. So you want to put it upside down, which is kind of inconvenient on this part, but whatever. And then I haven't figured out what's the best way for me to deal with it, so I've just been putting it out as a corner, and it still looks good. You can complete those or not. This one, we'll have it come out from here. And then obviously this one here, but it's more of the inside, so we'll place these. So that looks good. Then you want to at least build it up to there. And I will make it, I'll probably make it 3 stories. Well, I don't know. I might just do 1 story here. Oh, what am I doing? I'm drunk. So this is all it really is. It's just basically you build one spot and then you branch off from another, from that other secondary spot. I've seen some builds where it's like the bottom part maybe like a 4 by like 10 or something, and then they'll stack more and more blocks on top of it, getting wider and wider. So 4 by 10, and then it gets to be an 8 by 20, and then a 16 by 40. And I think that's like, well, might be a little bit too much right there. Because I mean, it looks goofy. It looks heavily balanced or unevenly balanced. Although in creative, that'd probably be really funny looking, and I might actually do that. So I'm not putting the blocks between there because for one, it really doesn't matter because you won't see it. For two, it's just easier doing it this way. I suppose I should do one right here. Okay. Now you can do whatever you want with that corner. I prefer not to fill them in. You can maybe do something like this. Maybe put a torch in there. Or a fence, like a dark fence, just to throw something in there, which that looks good probably. So how I've been putting these on the inside, stairs, we'll probably need a good dark contrasting stairs. Let's see. Jungle's kind of brown spruce.
Daddy,
What, Porter?
are you just like, are you just...
So, okay, and then, wait, did I mess up? No. I don't need you. So then, obviously, then you're wanting to, then I usually would put it on top here, but because there's a gap, and so this is the reason why the bottom part is the way that it usually is. So I can do that, and I also want to put this out here. For some reason, people think it adds a little bit more detail. If you're wanting to do that, that's fine. If not, then whatever, it's okay. So the bottom part looks good with that slab, and then obviously the top part does as well. So that's pretty much it. And then what you want to do is branch off from this one to the other side, so you can do one that's up and down. I, however, or this way, I did that one like that, but it made this roof kind of awkward and look stupid, which I might change at one point. So, but whatever, you know, like I said before, this is it's Steampunk here. So why don't we just move these out to 2? And let's do something different for that corner, since that'll be different.